Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Starship Troopers here on your professional walkthroughs channel with me, your host, Max. So in the previous episode, we were able to secure the Outpost 29 until it was overrun, and after that, we went for the plasma bugs, which are still bombarding our fleet. But on this episode, due to logistical struggles, we are gonna go into a specific stronghold from which ships are gonna be fueled. And of course, I've already tried to record this, but the OBS does this really weird thing where it likes to change the setting of my microphone even without an actual update being done. And so from time to time, what usually happens is that I actually see the recording for the microphone happening, and yet at the end of the day, nothing happens. So thank God it actually did not happen for like episode of My Time at Porsche, because that would be kind of awkward. But despite all of that, we're gonna jump into the mission of Stronghold, and we're gonna have some fun with it, and hopefully this time I will not be dying as many goddamn times, because there's this one species of Arachnids, and it's not a canon species, and this thing is so freaking annoying, it will just baffle you, like seriously. But that's enough, let's jump into it and see what can be done.
We lost a number of fuel supply vessels during the plasma attacks. Reserves are now dangerously low. So we're launching a high-risk operation for the sake of the fleet. MI has raided abandoned strongholds deep in bug country so as to draw off their fuel stores. This is gonna be hit and run at the last stronghold under our control. It won't take long for the bugs to see the lights are on and the Federation has come home. I want my best man down there. We must hold the perimeter long enough for ships to drop in, load the fuel from the tower, and get clear.
After a crushing victory over the voracious enemy on Plasma Mountain, the next stage of the campaign begins. Our thirsty fleet depends on fuel recovered from strongholds on the planet's surface. Brave troopers have been working through the night, preparing defenses. Come the morning, it will be their turn to show the bug menace just what federal justice means.
We're coming up on the tower. Looks like they've got things under control. Just hope they can hold it till the fuel transports are done filling up.
Fleet is almost completely out of fuel. This is the last stronghold with any fuel reserves. You'll need to hold it long enough for all our fuel transports to fill their tanks. But it's not gonna be easy. You're deep in bug country, and you can bet they'll be swarming all over you pretty soon. Troopers are manning the heavy emplacements on the only two approaches to the tower. Check on preparations in Sector 1. Find the lieutenant there and see what has to be done.
You know, you have to explain this to me, like how is it possible that you would literally leave the entire fleet without any proper reserves? Yeah, unfortunately took the wrong turn. I really wanted to clear out these two flyers which were chasing after our pilot. But yeah, we're gonna have to descend down to the front lines. I said descend down, you dumbass. So let's try that again, where I will be able to try and provide the support. And of course, these are not your professional walkthroughs, so I'll start doing dumb stuff at the start.
Want to put the bulb in the socket. Want to kill everyone in the room. Sir, I was just, crap.
So these guys are joking about marauders. How many marauders does it take to change a light bulb in a room? 2. 1 to change the light bulb, and 1 to kill everything inside of the room. So kind of funny. I know, haha. So I will be saving quite frequently here because, yeah, trust me, if you would have to keep replaying the whole damn thing over and over again, you're gonna start pulling hair out of your head. And considering how important this outpost is, I'm actually kind of shocked at how little units are actually present here. So we do have these turrets, which is awesome. We do have this front line. There are the electrical fences, however, they are not functional as of yet. So that's kind of a spoiler, but yeah, I mean, if the original playthrough would have been not corrupted by the microphone being totally boned, we could have had some more fun with it. So what weapons do we have? We have the Marauder rifle. We do have the Merida. We do have the Merida with the grenade launcher, and we do have that shotgun, and that shotgun is gonna see some heavy use. Now, when it comes to the enemy, you can see that they are already starting to send cockroaches, and these cockroaches are starting to clear out the mines which have been laid down. So they have obviously learned something from the Outpost 29. It's gonna be quite tricky to be clearing out the flyers, although right now it's not really important for us to focus on them.
You need to hold the line. Show the troopers how it's done, Marauder.
Open fire!
So we're gonna see primarily the basic Arachnid with the yellow-black variant. We can call it the Tiger variant, we can call it the B variant. I call it the B variant because it has the colors of a bee, so it's black and yellow. And there actually later is a variant, if I recall correctly, all these years later, that is called a Tiger variant. So that's why I don't want to call it that right now. I'm gonna drop down this grenade. We're gonna throw one frag over there. We're gonna hold this flank because that is where majority of these guys are gonna be pushing in. So that's why the shotgun is gonna be so much fun. It's super easy to clear out plenty of these things without you even trying that hard. However, once we're gonna start to see the more armored variant, we're gonna have to start switching to the Merida rifle in order to use the shotgun attachment it has. It kind of makes you wonder, why the hell wouldn't you give the basic M4 rifle to more units since it doesn't have ammunition? Like, that would solve so much.
This is Sector 2.
So much.
We could use some help. Pronto. We, misplaced the mech trooper.
The electro fences are down in both sectors. They dropped in a mech trooper to fix them up. Get over to Sector 2 and find the guy. Can't imagine how they could just misplace him.
So this Stronghold has multiple front lines, and we will have to be moving from one to the other. And there is this system of the tunnels which will allow us to do so. And of course, the system of the tunnels will not be always perfectly safe. So right now, when we run through the tunnel, it's actually secure. We can see the fuel tanks over here. We see some engineers who are welding stuff, so everything is perfectly fine. However, once we reach the next zone, things are gonna start to heat up. That's why I like to save up the game. And we're gonna have some flyers to deal with.
The damn pilot overshot her mark. So now the mech trooper is stuck outside the bunkers with a squad of troopers and a whole mess of bugs. Clear a path through the bugs and pull the mech trooper back. He's the only one who can get the fences back online.
I will have to go out there in order to actually secure a squadron with the mech trooper, who we will need to keep on using. And the funniest thing is that there is a lot of Arachnids down there, and thanks to the basic physics of this game, you can throw the frag grenade and it will actually start rolling down that hill and eventually explode.
Marauder! I'm
when
pinned
you
in by
get
bugs!
closer.
You gotta clear a path!
So we're gonna start clearing out these bugs, and once this has been cleared out, we're gonna throw one grenade over there. We have to watch out for both of these spots. Majority of the Arachnids are over there, but some of them can pop in from this spot, and we want to keep that engineer all nice and healthy. You are able to see in the first mission what happens if you actually do let the Arachnids get too damn close. Come on, buddy. Move! Run, Forrest, run! And you're able to see that these bugs are rather quick. So since we're putting some distance between me and them, I'm gonna switch to the Merida rifle because, yeah, we're gonna need to make sure that we will have eventually some actual goddamn shotgun shells. So we see that the B variant is starting to pop in, and they're gonna be going
Stick
in
with the
by
mech
the
trooper and
flanks.
keep him safe. Without him, the Stronghold is doomed.
So these guys are gonna strictly like ignore the front line here with all these soldiers, and they're just gonna go directly for the mech trooper. Seriously, shouldn't I be called a mech trooper since I have that suit? It would make more sense to me at least. I know I'm not using the best weapon to do this job, but it is what it is right now. The reason why I'm using the Merida is that the shotgun attachment can actually kill the basic Arachnids too from this distance while they have to wait for the animation of attacking me. So like 2 rounds should do the damn job. Or you can combine it. We can support the troops with a couple of frag grenades.
Found it. Faulty coupling. Moving on.
So I'm gonna throw in a bunch of frag grenades because there's a bunch of soldiers who are struggling. I don't want to let this guy get too damn close and personal. And eventually once the mech trooper is like too far out on one flank or the other, the Arachnids on the other side are just gonna completely ignore him. And so you can actually run up here, provide some support. The reason why I want to jump into the trench is fairly simple. There's that ammunition which we do need and those additional frag grenades. So once these soldiers are dead, they're gonna actually drop their gear and that can be salvaged. So it's kind of barbaric, but I don't care right now. This guy is still not done. Come on.
Posts are set. Gotta get back to the console and boot them up.
So we need to now clear out
Stick
a
with him,
path
Marauder.
for this guy, because he needs to go through the tunnel. And we're taking damage. Everyone's taking damage. There's way too many goddamn Arachnids.
We're in the same team.
How is this guy still alive? Yeah, he's no longer alive, unfortunately, but I was able to salvage that frag grenade which he dropped.
Said, let there be light.
So the tunnel will have to be closed, and unfortunately we have lost that front line.
Yeah. Thanks, Doc. Can you do anything for the fear? Alright. Gotta go check out the fences in Sector 1.
So we're gonna now have to move to the other sector with the mech trooper. This is a good point to
You
try
just
and
pulled
save.
bodyguard duty. Escort the mech trooper through to Sector 1.
And we will be moving back and forth, back and forth. And now the tunnel is no longer secure because the damn sniper bugs have popped in.
To be clear.
Marauder,
I'm
the
not sure
tunnels
how
are
they got
infested
in.
by cliff mites. Kill them and get our mech trooper to Sector 1.
Come on. The problem with the Merida at this range is that it's not as effective as you would like it to be, unless you get the sniper variant.
I'm a professional. Hey, alright, did it.
I still haven't cleared it out, but okay. This guy doesn't care. We're gonna save, and things are gonna be scripted for a while. As you can see, the bugs are clearly breaking through, and they were able to take out one
Follow the
of
mech trooper down
turrets.
to the fences. You're the only thing between him and a whole lot of angry bugs.
And technically speaking, I can go and like get on the turret, but yeah, it's better for you to be down there and trying to keep the guys secure, as these flyers aren't really doing that much damage as of now. And as you can see, for some reason it's taking forever to get even a single one killed. So we're gonna follow this guy down there, because from this angle we wouldn't even have a clear shot. So we would not be able to do our job properly, and we need to keep him safe as the B variants are starting to show up. Let's throw in a couple of frags. Great thing about this gun is that it does not overheat in comparison to the M4. And when these guys get a little too close, you just switch it up. Engineer is over here. This guy got somehow through. That's not funny.
Another one.
So I see him. I'm trying to shoot at him, hoping to kill him, but unfortunately, seems like I wasn't the one to get the kill. As long as we can, I'm gonna keep on throwing frags. They create great space in the enemy attack waves. Okay, that was unfortunate with that frag grenade, which was bounced back. I know, buddy, but you'll have to survive, I guess. This line is being seriously pushed. I cannot understand why they made the trenches like this so that the Arachnids can so easily get in. I mean, at least if you would give them the elevated ground so that these guys have to climb up the wall or something, it would make so much more sense to me. Because once this place falls...
I think we got a situation on the fueling deck. The pump attendants are running for cover.
We've got to get the fuel transports in and out of the Stronghold. Looks like some kind of firefly.
So
They'll
we
light
now
up
have to
any
clear out these
transport that
bugs?
sits down on the tower. Marauder, clip their wings, and fast!
And that means that that one turret which I talked about, which we weren't able to use as of yet properly, will suddenly become really important. But we have to wait for these fireflies to make a rotation, because they have to be descending down like this in order for you to actually be able to take them out. If they're flying too high up, they're just too damn fast for you, and the damage will not actually manage to respawn. So you have to wait for them to get to you. You should have enough time. They will be rotating. It's better to use the turret than the Merida rifle. If you're a better shot than I am, which I hope in your sake you are. I mean, these are not your professional walkthroughs. I have the excuse. We have still like almost 2 goddamn minutes. I think there's still one more of these flying things. The fence is holding. Yeah, we were able to clear this out.
Well done. The airspace is clear.
Much appreciated.
And now
Resuming
we're gonna
refueling
see
operations now.
the perfect meme for this goddamn thing. You see those little tiny hopping bugs? These things can fuck you up like you would not believe. And the funniest thing is that majority of them are going in through the damn tunnel, which we use to get the hell out of here.
Hostiles detected within security threshold. Lockdown initiated.
And so once these things actually are able to jump in, they're able to initiate the attack by shooting this weird blue plasma.
Damn! The fences are down and the bugs are getting through. We've gone into some sort of automatic shutdown. Watch out! The damn system is launching vapor explosives.
They'll never pull us out of here in time. We're gonna die here.
So the funniest thing is that these big-ass Arachnids are not any danger to you whatsoever. It's the tiny little freaking bugs which are hopping around happily, shooting plasmids. I shit you not. I have died so many times trying to play this the first time. When I actually lost the microphone recording, I seriously don't know what the hell OBS is up to sometimes. You would think that after 2 years of doing this, I would know some of this stuff, but yeah, shit happens. So this is why I'm talking about having enough shotgun shells eventually. I don't even have the goddamn frag grenades anymore.
Getting the doors open has taken longer than I thought. Stay near the entrance.
So I'm trying to stand here in order to hold them off as much as I can. They're gonna keep on moving in, but at least right now we don't have to put up with the tiny jumping bugs. But they're gonna return. And that's why it's important for me to make sure that I will still have some sort of goddamn shotgun rounds. That's why I'm trying to hold this position. So that we can survive this push of the enemy Arachnids here. Definitely don't want to contribute to killing the guy on the turret because he's actually
The doors are now
damage.
active. Get inside.
But now we will have to abandon him. He's just letting go of the turret and that's it. So these guys are staying behind. Don't ask me as to why.
Sector 1's a lost cause. Get over to Sector 2 and hold back the swarm.
And now the true push will happen. Man, it's not as much fun as I don't die this
We've
many
still
times.
got 3 transport ships that need to refuel on the tower. You need to buy them some time. We need that fuel, Marauder.
Yeah, we have 3 freaking shotgun shells. This is a problem for me, obviously. Now, here the Merida rifle will become really important for you to take out the Fireflies. They will be moving in steadily. So in order to protect the upper wall, but what I need to do is jump down here and grab all the ammunition for the shotguns, which are still left. All the frag grenades, everything. And we're gonna have to preserve that ammunition for as long as possible. And you're gonna notice if you play this thing eventually by yourself, that actually these yellow variants of the Arachnids are literally crawling out of the wall in front of the goddamn fortification. It's like they have been waiting here for God knows how long. So all you need to do is literally have your finger on the trigger and you will keep hitting targets. This is why I like the game so much, so even an idiot like me can hit something. Probably this is why I never got any results in games like CSGO and so on and such. And of course, once the tankers are gonna start to make that push,
Troopers, you've got a pair of big-ass bugs crawling your way.
you're gonna start to see the small little freaking jumpers moving in as well. And that's when the stuff is going to get a little bit tricky. Because those little bugs can really screw with your troopers. And so that's why the shotgun will come in handy. It's 10 times easier to dispose of these little blue bastards with the shotgun than with any other weapon you might have. As you can see, look at it. I got hit like once, and most of my armor and HP completely gone. Like, I'm gonna die here if I don't get the hell out of here. Yeah, and I just died. This is what I'm talking about. You have a crap ton of goddamn Arachnids which are able to, like, swarm you and do God knows what, but this little fucking thing is able to annihilate you in a matter of moments. Like, who the hell came up with that balancing? Okay, let's try to use the Merida grenade launcher. It doesn't really matter which side are you holding, they're gonna be pushing in either way. So once these little buggers are jumping in, you know that the trouble has started. As eventually they're gonna start clearing out all the soldiers in here.
Be ready.
You can try to defend these guys, but eventually enough of them are gonna jump through. And you're just not gonna be able to hold this position, and you're gonna have to pull back.
I don't see them.
Yeah,
One more load of fuel, and that's mission accomplished.
So I'm trying to hold this position as long as I can. But we have to be careful about our shotgun ammo. Because if we run out, we are seriously screwed. Not sure right now if it's the tanker that's attacking me or who's attacking me, but something is attacking me. Wasn't able to pick up that. Okay, let's grab this. There are a few frag grenades, which I would
We're
love to
fully
pick
tanked
up.
Fleet sends its
So
thanks,
let's get the
troopers.
hell out of here before we get killed. Okay, quick.
Marauder, I have bad news. Fleet can't afford to risk one of their boats for such a small number of men. Fleet does the flying, while MI does the dying.
So staying up here is suicide. And we're gonna have to eventually pull back. As you can see, these little hoppers are just literally everywhere, but the shotgun is able to take them out quite easily. That's why I need to make sure that I will have sufficient ammo for it, or we are totally screwed. The tankers and everything do less damage than these little bastards, and that's not funny. Because
Excuse
right
me,
now
but
I'm
I'm looking
actually
for a
being
marauder.
attacked
Think
by...
I left him here someplace. Get up top.
You gotta be shitting me! Seriously? Come on!
Fleet are pulling out. Guess I will...
One more second and we would be actually in our target destination. So I was holding out for quite a decent
We
amount
lost
of
a number
time.
of fuel supply.
This is why I hate the little freaking blue bugs. They are such a menace. It literally balancing out makes 0 sense when it comes to this.
Don't lose your head out. Literally. So peaceful.
So that's the weird thing, that you have to literally rely on the shotgun to do majority of the heavy lifting here. But the shotgun is capable of actually doing
Fuel
it.
transport is on its way. Be ready.
The problem is, one of these things can completely drain your entire armor. Look at how many hoppers are here.
I don't see them.
One more load of fuel, and that's mission accomplished.
Yeah, I'm gonna die. If I don't pull back... Our armor takes time to be restored. But the shotgun is capable of taking out multiple hoppers simultaneously, even if you're not like directly aiming at them. Holding this sort of weird angle from which they aren't really able to attack you
Fuel
is
transport
most
coming in.
advantageous. But you have to be aware of the tankers, and you have to be aware of the little jumpers. We're gonna try to go in from over there. I'm gonna grab these 2 frag grenades. Because
We're
why
fully
the hell
tanked
not?
up. Fleet sends its thanks, troopers.
So I'm still holding this position.
Marauder, I have bad news. Fleet can't afford to risk one of their boats for such a small number of men. Fleet does the flying, while MI does the dying.
Okay, we're gonna save just for the hell of it. See if I can actually survive it this time. Because it's really freaking annoying. I'm more afraid of the little freaking jumping hoppers than any of the actual Arachnids. The tankers aren't able to climb up, so they will just keep on shooting the fireballs over at one another. So that's a-okay. We just have to hold out a little longer. Not really sure why they're not trying to push in. How the hell did you get in?
Excuse me, but I'm looking for a marauder. Think I left him here someplace.
Okay,
Get
so
up top.
now we have to return to the tower. Hopefully this time I will not die because of the goddamn projectiles. How the hell did you get there? And so now we have 40-something seconds to make it up here. But once you make it to the tunnel, you don't really have to climb all the way up the Stronghold, which is
You have a brave
really
pilot
nice.
to thank, Marauder. Well done, both of you.
What is it with you and collateral damage?
Boy, that was a close-run thing. Talk about last man standing. You hit pay dirt, and the fleet is now fueled up and ready to begin striking back. You and your crazy pilot friend should go out and fuel yourselves up.
The only thing which I hate more about this mission is the fact that all the cutscenes are like from the second movie, which was such a piece of shit. But anyhow, we were able to finish the Stronghold. And that's gonna be it for this one. So I really hope that you did enjoy it. I'm really looking forward to Starship Trooper Terran Command. Hopefully you will be looking forward to that as well. And hopefully they will not postpone the launch even further. But other than that, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day. If you did like the video, check out the playlist at the end or in the video's description. And if you want to know what the channel is currently up to or what other games or other content I have already released, go subscribe, hit the notification bell. All that stuff helps me grow the channel, grow the community. And getting your feedback helps me push forward and try to keep on improving. So with that all said, thank you all for watching. Stay safe out there in the meantime, and goodbye for now.